I'm sure you wanted our favorite couple of the year to kiss, but it seemed like they could never just do it. That's why I'm going to share every single moment that could have actually resulted in a successful kiss. From their secret hangouts in the dark of night to the public flirtations, as well as the final battle against Guima. This is going to be fun to talk about. Like and subscribe because I'm about to let you in on all the sweet and emotional bits that could have become the kiss of the decades. We're going to start strong here with the first time they met. I know a lot of you are going to ask if I'm crazy. How can she kiss someone she just met, especially under the circumstances that they met? I mean, a lot of people do a lot more with people they just met, but that's not my point. Just hear me out. Rumi was going through a rough patch with her voice and all, and she caught sight of a ravishing, handsome devil. Quite literally, he bumped into her and she went crashing down in a very dramatic manner. The slow motion fall with the cool soundtrack playing in the background just made it all perfect. When Jinu reached out to help her to her feet, what should have happened was that she took his hands and helped her up, and they shared a wonderful kiss. But that cute demon decided to pull his hand away and deprive us of what might just be the most romantic kiss in movies this year. The second time that those two smoking hot stars should have kissed was in the men's sauna. You're probably wondering how that could be possible when those two tried to decapitate each other so many times in that scene. Well, hold on to your knickers because I'm about to show you. Remember how the girl ran into the sauna fully prepared to fight the Saja boys, but normal demons attacked them and the Saja boys ran? Rumi chased Jinu and nearly took off his head a few times. He even clawed off the arm of her outfit, but then she kicked him down and tried taking his head again with her sword. This time, Jinu held the sword, and their faces were just inches away from each other. I mean, the lips were right there. All they had to do was come together. Sure, it was a heated moment, but what better time for passion to be ignited than in heated moments? I'm smirking right now, but you can't see me, so I will say no more on the matter. Moving on to the third time Rumi and Jinu should have kissed. This was still in the men's sauna scene. I must say, for a fight scene, it was packed with romantically intense moments. And this time was when Rumi was so scared her friends were going to see her demon markings. She was breathing so hard that I was worried her heart might fall out of her chest. But all of a sudden, Jinu grabbed her and spun her around. Oh my freaking goodness. I had goosebumps. I blushed and jumped and giggled when I watched that scene. He spun her to hide the markings while looking into her eyes with his neck chain dangling between them. And when he finally let her go, he had tied the torn space of her outfit that revealed her demon markings with a piece of cloth. That scene was so romantically charged that I was expecting a kiss to happen. I mean, it was perfect. The spinning, the close-up, everything was perfect. But nothing happened. Disappointing. The fourth time they could have kissed was the first time they met up late at night. After Jinu told Rumi his story of his life and his shame, he took very important steps closer to her. He even touched her collarbone to kind of show that they both had the same markings, the same shame. It was a vulnerable moment for Jinu. They were so close to each other, and you'd expect a kiss to happen. But guess what? Our girl raised her sword, making Jinu take a lot of steps away from her. She deprived us of a true love's kiss. Not cool, Rumi. Anyways, the fifth time they almost kissed was at the fan signing. Huntrix was signing merchandise for fans, and the Saja boys showed up, and they eventually ended up sitting at the same table. Jinu and Rumi were side by side, of course. They were having a subtle argument, and Rumi called him Jinu pathetic, and he basically said that she was the one that was pathetic because she couldn't even talk about her demon markings. You should see the way he said that. He leaned in close and said it right in her ear. I mean, in the real world, that picture would have been on the front page of every newspaper before the fan signing was even done. It was so romantic and chilling, and that could have been a great moment for a kiss. A public display of affection that would have shocked everyone. But guess what Rumi did? She stomped his feet. I mean, come on girl, you can't be the hindrance to your own happiness. Jeez. On to the 6th. This was during their second late night meetup. Jinu got to their meeting point first and was waiting for her. And while he was waiting, he complained about how she wanted to meet, yet she was late. And all of a sudden, Rumi appeared right beside him. Jinu was so scared when he turned and saw her that he screamed and fell back. To me, Rumi had a chance to do something extraordinary there. Remember how the fan meeting ended? A really young fan gave Jinu a drawing she had made for him, and the drawing described him as a pure soul. We could see how proud Rumi was of him. This was their first meeting after the fan signing, and with that feeling, she could have kissed him instead of scaring the flesh off his bones. Well, I guess she missed that chance. Still on that second late night meetup, after an elderly woman gave Rumi a bracelet and left, Rumi tried to give Jinu the bracelet, but he didn't take it immediately. He hesitated. Because of that, Rumi tried walking away with it, but he held her hand. That boy had the chance to pull her and give her the most romantic kiss ever. You know, rip a page out of the old K-drama playbook, but he didn't. Even after Rumi looked back at him and they were just staring at each other, he could have made a move, but he didn't. Instead, they stared too long until things became awkward. The 8th time was during their third late night meetup. They sang the song Free together, and I will say it till my dying breath. Free is the best song in the entire movie. No offense to Golden and Your Idol. And you wanna know what's bonkers? They held hands while they sang that song. And in conclusion, they faced each other, held both hands, and were just inches away from each other. I mean, what could be more romantic than that moment? But neither of them took the chance. Still on the third late night meetup, after their singing and planning, Rumi was about to leave, and Jinu called her back. You could see it in his eyes. This bro was about to say that he loved her, or at least that he liked her. That was another chance for him to walk up to her and kiss the life out of her, but he didn't. Instead, he said something else that was completely unnecessary. The final opportunity those two had to kiss was during the final battle. Rumi was holding Grima's flames back with her sword, but it was becoming too much. Then Jinu stepped between her and the flame, sacrificing himself for her. That was the most perfect moment for a kiss in the entire movie, but they didn't think about that. It's like those two don't know how to utilize time and opportunities. Well, they lost their chances, leaving me forever annoyed. Anyways, that's all people. As always, leave your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.